All right, we're getting down to the last few pages of the kit. We've got some scripture cards that we can decorate on the backs, and I think I'm gonna glue them to some paper and then cut them out. Instead of, I was thinking about stenciling and all that. And then you've got these tags, and you've got this, which is meant to be either glued in as it is, or you can turn it into a tag. You can punch a hole, however you want to do it, make it a removable card, and it just tells you the special things about the Book of Mark. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these things out. And then also this, we've got 3 envelopes. This little card here is sized to go in this little envelope there. So just, I wanted to make sure you had something that would fit in there. So I'm going to cut those out as well, and then I'll be back. Okay, I thought I would come back and do these envelopes just real quick. And so you're going to need your scoreboard. We'll do the coin envelope first. And I'm going to line up this little point here to this little point here. And the same thing on this side. And then the tab, again, from corner to corner here, I'm going to put right on that line that I want to score. Oop. And the same with this one. These coin envelopes, the small flap goes at the bottom and glues shut, and the top is left open to put things into. So I'm going to fold these. So we're going to glue it like this, but before I do, I'm going to do just a little bit of stenciling, because I can't stand for it to be plain white, right? So I'm going to get my moss, Forest Moss ink. If I can get it to stay on the and just do that right there, because that's all that's going to show. And I'm going to leave that out. So now I'll go ahead and put it just overlaps a little bit. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue there. And then you do the bottom flap. And that is it for the coin envelope. And then I'm going to ink the folded sides, because I couldn't get to them until this was all folded up. So that will disguise the little dotted line that's there. And that is ready to put something in and put it in your journal. I love that pattern so much. Okay, and then we're going to do the little one. And actually that one needs something on the inside of it too. I'm trying to think what I want to put in it. I think I'll just put some washi. I've got this cloth washi tape, and I think I'll just cut a piece of that. That tape's it's a new tape it's new to me. I had his older one and it was a lot thinner than that, so I hope this works out okay. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on the scoreboard and score these side pieces. That's pretty thick. Okay, so it's still showing, so I'm going to get just a small piece of this. Okay, so fold this up and this over the top of it. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue here, a little bit of glue here. And then the little card that goes in it. So, I mean, you could tie a ribbon around it, a little piece of string, or you could leave it just open. Let's see, what do I have? I don't know if I want this on here or not. I kind of like where it just says the gospel. I don't know. I'll leave it on here for now. I might leave it on there. Let's see if I move it over here. It's kind of cute. I'll let it stay that way for now. So this one, I definitely am going to do a stencil. And I'm going to use that same red I've been using. And then we're going to take the scoreboard and score this envelope. There's dotted lines on this one you can line up. And let's see, you want to do the two side ones, and then that goes over the over those. Put some glue in the corners here. And there's that one. And then all we have to do is our distress ink on the edges. All right, so there's an envelope to put some of the cards in if you want to, or whatever. So we've got that done. So now we're down to the cards. So I'm going to cut the tags and the cards out. And actually, I was going to stamp these, so I think I'll do that. Okay, flip these over. And this was one page. I think I should have just left it that way. But I guess I didn't realize what was going on until I'd already cut it apart. Okay, so I'm going to go back with the red because I know that that is in this journal repeatedly, so I'll use that color. And I'm going to go back to the wild honey because that's also in there a lot, and I think I'll use the moss, probably the forest moss maybe. So I'll come back with the forest moss because I think I'm going to mix up some of these stencils. And get out my forest moss one more time. Kind of happy with that. I don't usually mix 3 stencils, but that looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to let that go. And now all I have to do is cut those up. I think I'm going to do some stamping, so hold on just a second. Oh wow, I forgot I even had that stamp. Oh, let me get my ink pad out. So this is a Tim Holtz ABC stamp, and I'll just do a little bit of that. Let's see. See if I see anything. That ink pad seems like it's kind of weak, so I'm going to try this archival one. Do that again. Yeah. Use some of these little stamps were from Dayspring. And it's called Illustrated Faith. It was a woman, what was her name? She was the first one that I saw do Bible journaling. Anyway, they started a line of Bible journaling stamps and things like that several years ago. And that's where these came from. Let's see now. I just kind of want to make sure there's something biblical on all of those. Okay, so I think that will do it for that page. So I'll go ahead and cut these out. I'm just going to kind of work one page at a time. By the way, in case you're wondering why I always have this messy piece of fabric, I try to catch every bit of color and ink and let it soak in, and then I use this fabric for journals. And they look pretty cool, I think, by the time they get a lot of stuff on them. Okay, so now all I have to do is cut these apart and ink them, and I'll have those cards ready to poke in the marked journal. Okay, I am back. I've got these cut out. Oh wow, I didn't ink. Thought I had them all inked. I didn't ink the backs of them. And I got some really pretty sari silk, and I don't know. Oh yes, I do. Okay, this is Crimson Heart Studios on Etsy. Crimson Heart Studios, and she has this sari silk with the dots on it. So cute. And she sent, along with my order, some little pieces. So I was just looking to see where could I maybe use those on here, on one or two. And also I wanted to look and see if I could use up some of these scraps from my edges. And so I think I'm going to do that on one at least. But I think these backs came out good, don't you guys? I think anytime you just keep working on, you just keep stamping or painting or gluing, eventually it looks very cool. One more. And I think what I'm going to do is punch 2 holes at the top of one of these and just tie this as a ribbon in a bow and hope it's not too overpowering. I think that's what I want to do. So, all right, so let me get my pencil and just kind of, so here's the center, punch a hole here and here. And I'm using this little bitty hole punch. So I hope this turns out to be a good idea. So it's just this little piece of sari silk. I hope I left myself enough to tie a bow with. Here I'll show you what I got. So here were the 3 colors I got. Isn't that pretty? And then she sent me these little scraps to use, which I thought was awesome. Okay, let's see. See if I can tie this into a bow. Like that. Oh, put this in my little scraps. I keep all these little pieces like this to make, oh gosh, what are they called? When I take all the scraps and I take a strip of fabric and then I lay them out on there and snippet roll. That's what it is, a snippet roll. So I don't throw any of these little scraps away. All right, so there's that card. And then I had one that was this way, yeah. And I thought this would fit. Let me see. And that one's kind of too short. Or that one. I like that one because it's a little bit bigger. I'm gonna glue it, center those links, those circles. So that when I cut it off, it won't be weird, hopefully. So I'm going to angle it like that and angle this one like that and let it be like that. And I think I'll put a little piece of washi tape on there too. Just looks like it needs something. Okay. And I'll just trim this off. And this off. There. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to stop. I think I'm going to stop this video and I will come back on the next one and play around with these tags and punch holes and do all that good stuff with that. So I'll do that on the next one. So anyway, thank you very much for coming today, and I hope you had fun watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.